Andserson Cruz heard that Kaizer Chiefs was a team that wore gold, and he thought, you know what, I should go and dig that gold. And Kaizer Chiefs were like, no, fam, that's not going to happen. And we're going to now go and sign another left back. And we're going to talk about who that left back is. We're going to talk about Kaizer Chiefs and their plans for the preseason, as well as what else is here. What brilliant Khuzwayo has said about Itumeling, the Spider Kid, Ukune. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Right, let's start with Andserson Cruz, because yesterday there was a report that we saw about Andserson Cruz, the left back from Angola, who's currently playing for Future FC in Egypt, who also happens to be a free agent currently. Whoa, there is more. He was also wanted by Nabi. There is more. On top of him being wanted by Nabi, he himself was excited about the prospect of coming to play for Kaizer Chiefs. But what went wrong? The guy said, hey dudes, I heard that you paid Kick and Dolly 1.4 million. I heard that you paid Itumeleng Kune a lot of money. What about you? Give me some of that. And Chiefs were like, listen, we think we've learned our lesson and we're not going to just take you in and bring you to be a very expensive but cheap signing, because as much as he's a free agent, at the end of the day, paying him a lot of money was still going to be too much for Chiefs. And I'm glad actually the Chiefs did this, because come to think of it, if a team starts saying no, just because you're a free agent, that does not guarantee that we'll sign you. That tells me that our team has learned their lesson of not just signing a player just because he's a free agent. So I'm very happy about that. And as much as he had a lot of positions that he can play at Chiefs, but yeah. But now that moves us to another one. By the way, this story was reported by Umthokozisi Dube of Far Post. The next one is the story from Umazola Mlife, where SABC Sport, who says that Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates have come to an unprecedented agreement. That is a very, very, very big word. Unprecedented. Something that does not usually happen or never happened. In this case, we are talking about Umchita Loaga Semi Kamalake Bongani Sem. He's 26, just like Andserson Cruz, he's being signed to be a left back. Now, let's just go through this thing, because a lot of people have doubts when we spoke about this guy. Because a left back who's playing for Pirates, why is Pirates letting go of a left back while Umako is injured and is going to come back, and they needed him right now? While they are playing Hoto as a left back, while they ended up playing Maela, who's really not that comfortable playing as a left back. Well, it turns out this guy Bongani Sem was on loan for the past 2 seasons with Maritzburg United and also with Moroka Swallows. For the past 6 months, he wasn't playing for anyone. He was a free agent. Well, not free agent, but he technically did not have a team, because Pirates had sent him out on a loan to Swallows, and then Swallows just collapsed and all of these things happened, and then Swallows had to just release him along the other players. But Pirates did not have a place for him. But to me, that's a red flag, guys, because how can a team that needs a left back ignore one of their own? Because they recalled Umabasa when Swallows started the whatever the word is of this thing that happened. They brought back Umabasa, he started playing for Pirates and scoring. On the other hand, they did not have a left back, but Bongani Sem was just there and they did not assess him. And now it is said that Chiefs and Pirates agreed. Pirates were like, hey, you can go ahead and talk to Chiefs. I'm like, why would Pirates just let go of a good player, right? So I don't think that Umchita is ngoba banbazothina injury nan. But that's a problem. We need a left back. We need a starter. We don't need someone who's bringing in injuries into the team that already has problems. So to me, this signing does not make any sense. But Umchita mhlambe uyabukela lama video. I hope that it's a turning point for him. I hope that he comes to Kaizer Chiefs and says, Nabi is trying to do new things at Chiefs. I am going to be part of that revolution. I really hope so, because on paper and based on the things that have happened, he doesn't look like a good signing. But fingers crossed, I hope this happens. But for some of you who have watched him perhaps before he got struck by injuries when he was playing at Celtic, because he has played there as well, do you think he would make a good signing for Chiefs? Do let me know down on the comment section below. Now let's talk about the next man, which is brilliant Khuzwayo, who was interviewed by Goal. So when he's asked, obviously it's gonna be nice. Do you think Kune should retire? And he says it's up to Kune. And Unjabulo, shout out to Unjabulo Dladla, he's saying, yeah, sure. Vele want Kune to stay. And obviously, if he still feels good, that's like the ultimate thing, Yoguti. Does he think he's still comfortable enough to play? But Khuzwayo is saying, if it were up to him, he would just put the gloves or hang the gloves because, or the boots, whatever. By the way, there's still one more thing that we need to talk about, so don't click off yet. So, Uti, if it were up to him, he would just hang up the gloves because I feel like playing for Chiefs for 20 years or so and then going to play for, let's say, Marumo Gallants in your last season as a professional, I think that doesn't look good at all. Just stay in your team, and if they're not offering you a contract, don't threaten to go to another team. I think it's just much better for Kune to retire at this point if the Chiefs don't give him a new contract. But if they do give him a contract based off the fact that he says that he's still fit, I hope then he's still fit, because I'm not going to fight the battle of should Kune retire or not. Please do like the video, by the way. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's grow. 100,000 is the target by the end of the year. Next up is the money, the amount of money that Chiefs paid for Nabbi has been revealed by Lawrence Colin. Lawrence, we're 80 times. So basically, Chiefs paid 1.1 million rands to release Nabbi from his contract, which is funny because last year they could have gotten him for free, but they didn't. So they are serious. They paid a whole million to release this man from his contract. So I think, here's my thing with this whole situation. Whenever we revisit this topic of Chiefs should have done this thing a long time ago, I always go back to, but this season they've done the right thing. So I'm just going to take the positive and forget what they did not do last season and focus on what they've done this season. So that's great by Chiefs. And also, Nabbi will be joining the Chiefs in Turkey. Yes, that's how you say it. It's not Turkey, it's Turkey for the preseason. And also, I heard that he approves of the signing of Bongani. Now, the next thing that I want us to talk about is obviously the fact that Kaizer Chiefs and Toyota, their partners, are planning to have an inaugural, the very first Toyota Cup preseason. Now, very people are going to banter and say this is just a cheap way of Kaizer Chiefs to try and win a preseason cup. But I said more than that, because I think, let's say this thing is at Orlando or FNB, wherever they decide to put it, the thing is, the stadium is still going to sell out or not sell out, whatever, but there's going to be fans, and whoever is a new signing for Kaizer Chiefs gets an opportunity to play in front of a lot of fans, and it also just gets fans excited. I think that's from Chiefs' side. Uguti, they want to show the team, that the fans, that, hey, look at the team, they are playing really well, hopefully, and then that will make fans want to attend games. And if they play well, then that also gives confidence to players, and then they start the season being on fire, like, yeah, we won. So I think it's a good thing. But what do you guys think? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals at Pelumo.